Hello students, welcome once again in our new video. We have gone through all the auxiliary verbs as well as the tenses also. Now all of you are familiar with primary auxiliaries as well as the modal auxiliaries, and I am sure that you have gone through all the structures of tenses. You remember the sequence of the tenses? See, what is the sequence? Present, past and then future, and their subtypes: simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. Okay, today in our new video we are turning towards active voice and passive voice, that is change the voice. Okay, see, to change active voice into passive voice or passive voice into active voice, it is necessary for us to identify the tense from the given sentence. Okay, first of all, it is necessary for us to identify whether the given sentence is in active voice or it is in passive voice. Understand? See, I told you that while writing any sentence in English, we always follow the sequence SVO, that is subject, verb and object. If the given sentence is in this sequence, subject, verb and object, we are quite sure that the given sentence is in active construction or it is in active voice. And in passive construction, we have to start our sentence with object first, then auxiliary verb, then third form, that is past participle of the verb, and afterwards we have to use our subject. Understand? So passive construction follow the structure OVS, that is object, verb and afterwards subject. But in active voice, first of all we have to use subject, then verb and afterwards we have to use object. Okay, now see, first of all I will take one example and afterwards we will see how to change active voice into passive voice. Okay, first of all see one sentence. See, I eat a mango. A very simple sentence. I eat a mango. In this sentence, I is subject, eat is verb and a mango is your object. Understand? So see, what is the structure, what is the sequence of the sentence, what is the structure? SVO. So if SVO structure is there in the sentence, it is surely the active voice. Understand? So first of all, turning active voice into passive voice, first of all it is necessary for us to identify the subject and verb from the sentence. And see, we identified it. What is the subject? I is the subject and eat is the verb. Okay, now we have to ask the question to the verb and the subject of the sentence with what or whom. Understand? I told you how to identify the object from the sentence. To identify the object from the sentence, it is necessary for us to identify subject and the verb from the sentence, and then you have to ask the question with what or whom, and whatever the answer you will get, that answer is your object. Now see the sentence once again. I eat a mango. What is the subject here? I is the subject and eat is a verb. So you have to ask the question, what do I eat? So what is the answer? A mango is your answer, and that's why it is called as object. Okay, so now we identified subject, verb and object. Understand? Now we have to start your answer. See, while writing passive construction, first of all you have to start with object. And what is the object in our given sentence? A mango is the object. So you have to start your answer with a mango. And then see, afterwards you have to identify the tense from the given sentence. Now see the sentence once again. I eat a mango. See, can you identify the tense from the given sentence? See, I is the subject and eat is the base form of the verb. So, subject plus base form of the verb plus object. It means that the given sentence is in simple present tense. Understand? So now what is our answer? See, there is one chart. I am going to give you one chart, and according to that chart we have to use the auxiliary verb according to the tense as well as according to the object of the sentence. Understand? See, you have to learn that chart and it will be beneficial for you to turn active voice into passive construction. Now see, as the given sentence is in simple present tense, and see our object a mango is the singular object. See, singular object and simple present tense, at that time you have to use auxiliary verb is. As the given sentence is in simple present tense, you have to use is as the auxiliary verb, and afterwards you have to use the past participle of the given verb. Past participle, that is the third form of the given verb. Now see, what is the object once again? A mango. As it is the singular object, you have to use is. A mango is, and the third form of the given verb, what is the verb? Eat. And what are its forms? See, the base form is eat, past tense is ate, and the third form, that is our past participle, is eaten. Eat, ate, eaten. So we have to use eaten. Once again see the answer. A mango is eaten. Then you have to use by, and afterwards at the end of the sentence you have to use the subject. And what is the subject? I. That I will turn into me. So the answer is a mango is eaten by me. Do you understand what we do? See, first of all you have to identify the subject, then the verb from the sentence. You have to ask that subject and the verb a question with what or whom, and then you can find out the object from the sentence. While writing the answer, while writing the passive construction, you have to start with that object, then according to the tense and the object you have to use the auxiliary verb, and afterwards by and the past participle of the verb. Okay, these are the common rules how to change active voice into passive construction. Now see, I am giving you one chart. That chart will help you to solve the sentences. Okay, now see, what is this chart? Three columns are there. The first column is about the tenses, second column singular, and the third one is plural. Now see, tenses. Total 9 tenses are there. See, our total main tenses are 3 and their subtypes are 4. Total 12 tenses are there, but the last column, that is perfect continuous, that sentences will not be asked in change the voice. So total 9 sentences are remain there. And see the chart. See, first of all, simple present tense, you have to follow the same sequence: simple, continuous, and afterwards perfect, and no need of perfect continuous tense. Okay, now first of all the present tense, then past tense, then future tense. See the chart. Simple present tense, in singular you have to use is, and in plural form you have to write are. It means that if your object is singular and the given sentence is in simple present tense, you have to use is, and if your object is plural you have to use are. Understand? Now see the second tense, present continuous tense. If the object is singular, you have to use is being, and if the object is plural, you have to use are being. In present perfect tense, if the object is singular, you have to use has been, and if it is plural, you have to use have been. Okay, this is your present tense. Now the past tense, the first tense from the past tense is simple past tense. In singular, you have to use was, and in plural, you have to use were. Second tense, that is past continuous tense. If your object is singular, you have to use was being, and if it is plural, you have to use were being. The last tense from past tense, that is past perfect tense. If your object is singular, you have to use had been, and if it is plural, you have to use the same, that is had been. And in simple future tense, if it is singular or plural, you have to use will be. Second tense, future continuous tense, for both singular and plural, you have to use will be being. And the third one, that is future perfect tense, for singular and plural, you have to use will have been. Okay, so you have to learn this chart with a sequence, present, past and future, and the types simple, continuous and perfect. Okay, the chat will help you to learn active and passive voice more effectively. Okay, see, ॲक्टिव्ह व्हॉइसचं पॅसिव्ह व्हॉइसमध्ये रूपांतर करायचं आहे आपल्याला. तर कोणकोणते नियम आपल्याला फॉलो करायचे आहे, मी तुम्हाला एक थोडक्यामध्ये याचे नियम मराठीमध्ये देते आहे. आता हे नियम काय आहेत बघा. फर्स्ट वन, प्रथम वाक्यातील एस आणि व्ही ओळखावे. एस आणि व्ही म्हणजेच काय, सब्जेक्ट आणि वर्ब. सेकंड वन, ॲक्टिव्ह व्हॉइसमधील कर्ता आणि क्रियापद म्हणजेच सब्जेक्ट आणि वर्ब ला व्हॉट किंवा होमने क्वेश्चन विचारून वाक्यातील ऑब्जेक्ट म्हणजेच कर्म ओळखावे. त्या कर्माने पॅसिव्ह व्हॉइसला सुरुवात करावी. कर्माचे काळ आणि वचन, आता काळ म्हणजेच टेन्स आणि वचन म्हणजेच काय, तर सिंग्युलर आहे का प्लुरल आहे हे आयडेंटिफाय करून तुम्हाला दिलेला जो तक्ता आहे त्या तक्त्यानुसार योग्य ते ऑक्झिलरी वर्ब यूज करायचा आहे. त्यानंतर जे दिलेलं सेंटेन्स आहे त्यातला जो वर्ब आहे त्याचं तिसरं रूप म्हणजेच पी पी व्ही म्हणजेच पास्ट पार्टिसिपल आपल्याला यूज करायचं आहे. शेवटी बाय लिहून दिलेल्या कर्त्याची द्वितीया लिहायची आहे. म्हणजेच आपल्या सेंटेन्समध्ये जसं आय आहे दिलेल्या सेंटेन्समध्ये, त्याचं आपण बाय नंतर काय केलेलं आहे, बाय मी केलेलं आहे. तर या मीला काय म्हणायचं आहे, कर्त्याची द्वितीया. सो पॅसिव्ह कन्स्ट्रक्शनमध्ये तुम्ही त्या कर्त्याची द्वितीया घेणार आहात. ओके, म्हणजेच ॲक्टिव्ह व्हॉइसचं पॅसिव्ह व्हॉइसमध्ये रूपांतर करण्यासाठी कोणकोणत्या गोष्टी आवश्यक आहेत हे तुम्हाला समजलंय. आपण आपल्या नेक्स्ट व्हिडिओमध्ये एक्स्ट्राचे सेंटेन्सेस बघणार आहोत. आत्ता फक्त मी तुम्हाला एकच सेंटेन्स दिलेला आहे जस्ट आयडिया येण्यासाठी. ओके, थँक्यू.